This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win. Browns and the Bears. Bears win this game 31-3 final score. Man, you talk about weather-impacted games. This one was as cold as they come. Did this end up being? It was close to it. Might not. It may have even been the coldest game in Soldier Field history, which when you talk about how long the Bears have been around as a franchise, and they've been right there on the shores of the lake there, like that is, you get a lot of cold games, a lot of wind, and I know you live in Chicago.
I've done it, man. That's a rough one.
When you are near the lake and you get the lake effects and everything, like that is a cold game, but Chicago, and Caleb Williams specifically, came out and played very, very well. On Chicago side of things, their top-graded player was linebacker DeMarco Jackson with a 93.5 overall grade. Tight end Colson Loveland, an 87.3. Running back DeAndre Swift with an 82.5. Cornerback C.J. Gardner-Johnson with an 80.3. Linebacker T.J. Edwards, a 74.6. And then Caleb Williams in this game, really, really good game from him, given the elements and everything that he had to deal with outside of just the game plan. 85.1 overall grade. On Cleveland side of things, linebacker Carson Schwessinger, their rookie, was a standout player at the top with a 76.5. Safety Ronnie Hickman Jr. with a 73.1. Edge rusher Myles Garrett with a 73.1. You get a half a sack in this game? Right?
I thought it was.
Did you give him a full one?
I thought it was 1.5. No.
Oh, he got 1.5 in this game.
Let me look, because I thought he was now at 21. I thought he was one short. I thought officially he got 1.5. Let me look at it.
All right, 1.5 short if that would be the case. Wide receiver Isaiah Bond with a 72.4. Defensive tackle Michael Hall Jr. a 68.6. Shedeur Sanders in this game a 33.2 overall grade. While you're looking that up, my stat that told the story: the Browns start to this game. Five of their first six possessions in this game were 3-and-outs. You know, first down, or they had one first down, in the first half total. They just were not able to do anything in the first half of this football game. They were down 14-0 at half. It's just not where you want to be if you're the Cleveland Browns. You have to be a lot more balanced than that. For as much as Shedeur's giving you a much better chance to win than Dylan Gabriel, and I don't totally want to say Joe Flacco, because Joe Flacco was able to get some wins for them, but lately, Shedeur Sanders has been able to give you the better chance to win football games. You can't be one-dimensional. You can't just be dropping back and it's just him back there. So the fact that they were not able to move the football at all whatsoever to start the game. The first half, they were so slow. One first down in that first half. To me, that was basically it. It put them in a script where it was going to be really tough for them to come from behind, especially the way that the Bears want to play. So that was my stat that told the story.
Yeah, no, for me, I mean, you mentioned it. The Bears defense, first of all, their highest graded game of the season, understandably so. When you watch this, the Browns only had 3 first downs in the first 3 quarters of this game. And I think the funniest stat to me, 113 total yards in the first 3 quarters. 89 of those on the 2 deep catches from Isaiah Bond. They were Shedeur Sanders' 2 big-time throws on the day, but basically just completely stagnant on offense for the Browns. And the Bears were able to just manufacture offense here. Their run game, their offensive line, obviously very hard to deal with. And then tell you what, Caleb Williams, if he wanted to prove he can rip the ball through the elements, he sure did it, especially that throw rolling to his right back into the end zone to DJ Moore. I mean,
the throw was so good it was almost bad. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying when I say that? Like, the throw was so unbelievable.
When you talked about last week, the throw that Josh Allen made to Khalil Shakir.
Yes.
And how many guys would even try this?
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is one of the few guys.
He's getting there. Yeah.
I mean, because it's the same feel I get. Yeah. I've felt this since the preseason when Ben Johnson, when you saw him really start to put the bootleg game in this offense. It's part of the foundation, right, with all the outside zone stuff. Caleb Williams rolling to his right is an absolute weapon. It's the same way I feel with Allen, especially when he rolls to his right. You get as a defense, you get nervous.
Yeah,
you get really, really nervous, right? Because he can do things like that. He's almost fallen out to the sideline, and yet he finds DJ Moore 10 yards back across in the end zone. And the arm talent at times, he makes it look like nothing. And for it to be frigid conditions, like you mentioned, you could tell there was one quarterback out there with average arm strength Not that Shedeur didn't make a couple of nice throws, because he did.
Yeah,
but
I
he's
would
more
agree.
of a touch passer.
Agreed.
And then you look at the game that Caleb played here, and
Ripping
even
it.
some of the throws he made in Lambeau last week. Boy, he can rip it through, man. It doesn't matter how cold it is. You got and the same reason that, a lot of people really like the match. Remember when he was originally drafted, Josh Allen in Buffalo, where they're like, yeah, it's not going to matter with him. It can be cold and windy all you want. It's going to rip through the air, and it's not going to matter. So Caleb, no, he was outstanding in this game. He took care of business against a really good defense.
This was probably the most impressive Caleb Williams game that I have watched. I think there have been other ones that are his stats might be a little bit better. The PFF passing grade might be a little bit better. But again, to think about what this game was, how cold it was, how you look at what he was able to do, the throw in the back of the end zone, like just all of this stuff that there's so much week in and week out that you see, like you said, the game plan of pairing the outside zone with rollouts to his right, and he always just seems to be rolling out to his right. And the thing that you love about Caleb Williams is when he is rolling to the right, he is rolling until he gets to that sideline. And then what I love about Caleb Williams, this is something that he did not do at USC because we've talked about this. He probably felt like he wasn't afforded to do this, but when he gets close to the sideline now and he is rolling out, guess what he's going to do? I'm throwing it away. I'm throwing this football away.
Usually.
But
then there's once or twice a game. Once or twice a game he keeps you honest with it too. You have to play all the way to the whistle with him.
But no. But that's what I'm saying is when we get those opportunities where he can rip it down the field, even if it's a tight window throw, like he will do those things. But what you wanted to always eliminate from Caleb Williams were the ones that were very obvious, like don't throw it back into play. You're almost at the sideline now. You've run out of time, and you're going to try to take not a good option, not an okay option, the only option that was left, and you're going to give your guy a chance. But more importantly, you're probably giving the defense a good chance as well to come away with the football. That's what he did a lot when he was at USC. That's what I felt like he did a lot last year as well. This year, he's not doing that. This year, he's waiting to get to the sideline, and if there's something there, as evidenced by the DJ Moore throw at the back of the end zone, he'll still attempt it. He'll still attempt like the crazy throws, and that's okay because a lot of times he knows that there's a line. Like if the line gets up to, all right, 50-50, my guy gets this or they get this, or it's an incomplete pass or whatever it is, he'll probably take those odds. What you don't want to do, what you wanted to do is you wanted to eliminate the ones where he's like, probably got a 20% chance that my guy catches this football and 80% chance that this is very bad. And he would still go after it. Those are the throws that now he completely throws away. And it just goes into that game plan so well of getting him on the run, getting him to the outside, because specifically now he is comfortable throwing the football away. Now that is in his holster, if you will, that he is okay going to that, I'm okay with him attempting passes. I
think the best way to put it is there are fewer and fewer moments lately where it feels like he's forcing it, right? Because that always felt like Caleb Williams' biggest flaw at USC to me was, hey, you're forcing it.
Correct.
Stop trying to carry that. Now, that team, with their defense and everything they had going on at USC, he had to carry it. Ben Johnson has very clearly gotten the point across that he doesn't have to carry this football team, not but for maybe a few moments, right, when they were behind against the Giants. The Bengals game got weird at the end with the shootout they had there, but there aren't many moments right now where you feel like Caleb has to carry them, and you feel like it's a little bit easier. It's a little less weight on his shoulders, and it feels like he's not forcing those mistakes. You mentioned it, throwing the ball away, very important, not taking a whole lot of sacks, very important, not turning the football over, very important. I think Ben Johnson wants that first, and then it's, hey, 5 or 6 times a game, you're allowed. You're going to be a playmaker. That's what you do. That's what makes you special. And a play like that, like you mentioned, the DJ Moore touchdown in this game, the second one, just it speaks to that potential and what he can do to a really good defense in conditions like this.
Bears linebackers, I thought played very well in this game. DeMarco Jackson was excellent, 93.5 overall grade, 91.5 coverage grade. I thought that TJ Edwards was great as well. He had an elite 90.3 run defense grade, which sort of goes into my most disappointing, which was the fact that the Browns could not get the run game going at all whatsoever. This is a game where this is why you have Quinshon Judkins, right? I mean, like you feel like you could lean on him in this game, but they're not able to get anything going at all on the ground, and I think the Bears linebackers were a big reason why.
Big time, and Jackson with the interception, the ball that he tips to himself off the play-action fake from Sanders, just an unbelievable play. And I think overall in this game, what you see, and we've said this very often in Browns games this year, one team with a big-time offensive line, the other one that really needs to work on it this offseason. That makes a big difference in a cold game like that.
Everyone's got takes. Numbers have truth. And the truth is, most people are betting with emotion. Sportsbooks feed on it. TikTok gurus sell it. The hype machine runs on it. That's how you lose. PFF is different. You're betting with winning data. The same data trusted by all 32 NFL teams and the sharpest minds in the game. PFF betting tools take every prop, every matchup, every angle, and run them through our custom models. Built on the best football data in the world. What comes back is your edge. Simple, sharp, and built to win. Want to go deeper? PFF puts a pro-level analytics department in your hands, giving you the same insights teams use to find every advantage. Build your game plan with matchup analysis. Project every snap, every matchup, and every edge before kickoff. Because the smartest plays start long before Sunday. Hit rates show how a player performs against their prop and against defenses built the same way. It's the data that gives you real confidence in every pick. Next, Key Insights translates PFF data into the story behind every matchup, giving you the why that powers your bets. From coverage schemes to defensive looks, it's the context that turns raw numbers into winning decisions. When you're ready to take action, filter through every prop on the market and focus on the opportunities that matter, by game, matchup, or value. Then, shop for the best available line in your area and tap your book of choice to place the bet instantly. Everyone's got takes, but now you've got truth. Bet with data, win with PFF.